Hey everybody, it's your old pal Dom here, seeking a thread, bringing to you something a little different. I'll hopefully can do another series, or at least a sort of multiple part of this kind of thing. Gettable, attainable, original pressings across a variety of genres. I really think, I like collecting original pressings, cheap and expensive. That gets dicey, but I think the value of original pressings is going to continue to be a focus. These reissues are great, and I certainly have some, but with the MoFi thing and new pressing plant issues, I just think the original pressings coming from the cleanest source possible, obviously, is the way to go. And I've been watching Michael 45 RPM. He's really started to focus on that. If he's any indication, that may be the case. So today I'm going to focus on, how many do I have here? Something like 12. It's going to be 10, whatever, 12 or 13. 12 gettable original post-punk records. These are all sort of on the lesser known quality, and for varying degree, you'll be able to find these for under $30. That's what I'm calling this. Under $30, attainable original pressings, post-punk. We'll do another genre next time. There's some bands that are obvious, like Perubu, Gang of Four, which are in that range. I'm going to focus. I have those and love those, but I wanted to bring you something different. This is My Dolls, one of the EPs. They have a few singles on the CIA label, 1983. This band actually had a track in the Paris, Texas soundtrack, and we're listening to that right now. I believe this is around $10 to $15. This is an EP. Lyric insert. Speak softly and carry a big stick. 45 RPM. My Dolls. I think the singles are worth, go for a little more than this. This is excellent though, I think. 2 guitars, bass, and drums. My Dolls, 1983. A little on the kind of new wavy side, a little like a Pylon maybe, but certainly qualifies as post-punk to me. That's that. Live in Room is a live record, 1983. I think this is like $5. Their album, the first album I don't have, but that's super cheap too, about $10. This is sort of an angular New York style sort of art rock band, similar to another band I'm going to show. This is on the Press label, which releases some other incredible stuff. I think Crash Course in Science, I think, was on Press. Lost Microwaves, I think it was. So I don't know if you ever see this band's records. They're probably here in New York more than anywhere. Pretty sure they're a New York band, but really good, sort of shardy, angular post-punk trio. Taped live in Atlanta on July 24th, 1982. I'm trying to see if there's any other names. Vic Varney, Robert Schmidt, and Stan Satin. There's some saxophone on this too, so some skronk. Like $5 all day long for that. Now the thing is, a lot of these you probably don't run into in a store, but if you feel like doing a discogs order, maybe you'll see these. This is one that I think it was a little expensive, then it came down. I've seen copies of this for like $20. I think it might be a little high now, so maybe wait, but this is 100 Flowers on Happy Squid. This band is essentially the Urinals with a new name when they got a sort of a little more post-punk. Look up the Urinals 45s. You'll see that those are crazy. I'm a Bug, all-time favorite song, but this is a little more sort of post-punky, a little bit more bass-heavy. 100 Flowers, it's just self-titled, right? Yeah. They also have a couple of EPs, which I have. There's a reissue of this, even though you can probably find this for $20 to $30. Custom label. Well, it's a private label, essentially. Happy Squid Records. I love this record so much. Urinals out of Texas, I think it was. I have a compilation of their singles called Negative Capability. Anything else I've mentioned? This is 83, I think, as well. 100 Flowers. I think Vinyl Rich showed a record of theirs not so long ago.
I've lost a lot of blood, she said, lying on this bed of nails. I know when you think of me, and I know what you think. All sexed up, all sexed up, all sexed up, all sexed up.
Here's a band out of Portland, Oregon. All women. I like to collect the women in post-punk too, in particular. Neo Boys. This one might be closer to 30, but this again is their only EP, and I think singles as well was the name of the game here. This is from 81, 82. This is freaking awesome. Crumbling Myths. There was a copy of this sitting in Angry Mom forever. I'm like, is someone gonna buy this thing or what? I'll probably put this one on next, but there's the label there. The label as it was. Did I give you the label? It's just self-released, private press. You can hear this too. I like this sort of noodly. There's a band called Trash Kit that sounds like this currently. I played on a stream. There's like 7 songs actually. I think this band was compiled as well by Jackpot, I think. So there's not. I don't think there's a reissue of this EP specifically, but I think there's a reissue of all their stuff. I'm gonna put that aside to play. It's Monitor. This is an odd one. It's sort of a harsh, more noise-centric record. I think it was a San Francisco. One and only record. Let's see. Features Allison and Tiffany Anders, Mary Jones, Brian Mitchell, Jeff Rankin, and on one track, Kurt and Chris Kirkwood of the Meat Puppets. They're like on the one song, which is called Hair. I'm a fan of the Meat Puppets, at least some of the records. This is a definite dark, sort of obtuse, late night affair. It's a strange one. Definitely a little like a Tuxedo Moon. Harsh, and then you get this Meat Puppets track, which is pretty good. There's one song where it's kind of screamy. This is a strange one, but I recommend it. I think Superior Viaduct actually did reissue this. You can find this one. You should be able to find this for around $20. A lot of these, again, they're going to be European prices, so just wait. Just wait, or check your local shop. You never know. Monitor, self-titled. I think I gave the label on it, did I? I like to give the label, you know. World Imitation Records, 1981. Next one, I'm going to show 2 of their records because either one you can find and they're both great. So, another sort of art rock angular band, MX80 Sound. I recommend this one the most. Heart Attack on Island. It's a UK press, but I think this was like $15 when I found it. Always dug that Island label. Yeah, this is a little more like a Perubu, Devo. Really great guitar sound on this. Heart Attack MX80. This is a UK only pressing, but no one cares. No one cares about it. Check out the guitar attack on this band, MX80 Sound. It's a ripper. It's a ripper! Yeah, so MX80 Sound. The other record is easier to find. Out of the Tunnel on Ralph Records. Residence related. This is 1980. Yeah, there's sax in this band, which I do dig in my post-punk. Yeah, maybe not quite as good as Heart Attack, but this is really good. I recommend that. This one should be around $10 to $15.
Kidnapped, I'm talking about kid love. I put my kid gloves to get your kid to stop. Look, I said you wanna play you.
Original presses. Original presses, that's the name of the game. This next one is actually took me a long time to find. I just don't get why it doesn't go for much. If any of you out there in the UK, this is going for like 15 pounds. Again, we're listening to Neo Boys now. This is called Androids of Mute Blood Robots, and there is a reissue of this one, but if you are patient, you can find this original press. My sleeve is not in the nicest shape, and I think there's an insert that mine doesn't have, but this one is all women. They're one record. I think they did a demo cassette. This one has got like synth and some pretty out there, some like spacey sounds to it, but it's great post-punk. You know, similar to like the Slits or, you know, Kleenex, Lilliput. It's got that woman sound. Who to me, when it comes to post-punk, I really love what women bring to it. And this is on the anyway, I'll show the Androids of Mute custom label. It's private press essentially. I don't have the label in front of me, but a lot of these UK post-punk groups and punk groups just one-off labels. But yeah, the band is called Androids of Mute Blood Robots. Androids of Mute is the band. This is the original press, UK. There is a reissue on Weird World Records, I think it was. I used to have that, but I finally just paid to get this from the UK. I didn't think I'd ever see it here in the US, so. But look up the price on this and check out these songs. Really good. Similar to Y Pants too, who I love. This is a little bit of a cheat, but we'll go with it. This is Solid Space Museum. It's a reissue, but it originally only came out on a cassette, so this is the original vinyl pressing on Dark Entries, who does a lot of the minimal synth. This is like two English dudes who made this tape, which is a very, very rare tape. It's like one of the prime examples of sort of the minimal wave thing. And this is the first official pressing. Heavily bootleg cassettes, heavily bootleg record. So check this out. The reissue is still out there and gettable. Should be 15 to 20 bucks. But it is Solid Space Museum. If you like that minimal wave sound with, you know, sort of tape hiss and sort of raw feel. But what sets this one apart is that they were writing good songs. This isn't just like tape experiments. It's actually sort of like pop-centric a little bit. But punk. Really punk. This is a punk record, if you ask me. Dark Entries from 2017. Gettable, Attainable, original pressing, post-punk. A couple more. This is Slow Crimes. The Work, Slow Crimes. This is another UK press that's pretty cheap. Might be able to find this in the US. I found this at my local shop, Angry Mom, where I am employed with Insert. The Work. I think this is the only release they have. This one goes into like an English almost no wave. Really good sort of guitar work and good passages, good sort of journey on this one. On the harsh side of things. The Work, Slow Crimes. On the Wolf label. It's probably 81, 82. I don't see it in front of me here. 82. This is Bound and Gag, an EP, 1980, one and only record, great back cover. Mostly women, no, all women. Maybe is that yeah, all women. Multiple guitar players, multiple vocals, one and only record. This is on the Modern Method label out of Boston. So I guess Boston-based, Bound and Gag, self-titled, 4 tracks. This band was compiled on one of the comps that focuses on women post-punk and punk groups. I forget which one it was, but this wasn't too much. I think you can find like, you know, a similar VG sleeve, VG Plus record for around $15. Excellent. Definitely more on the punk side of things. And one more, an EP, 12-inch EP. The record's a little more expensive, but this is Patty Paladin and Judy Nylon, otherwise known as Snatch. This 12-inch, 3-track 12-inch. I love this duo. I have a couple other Snatch records. This is called Shopping for Clothes. Maybe I'll play a little bit of this on the way out. It's my last one. Oh wow, this has got like I'm just seeing this now as I put it up to light. It's got a bit of a purple hue, as you see in some records at that time. You won't be able to see it, but or a reddish hue. What do they sound like? Sort of like snotty, sort of like in your face duo, doing like stripped down kind of scrappy punk songs. Less sort of throb and bass heavy. I mean, a lot of post-punk I find to be sort of more on the groove side, which is why I like it so much. But they're sort of doing their own little, like, in-your-face kind of thing. That is my focus on attainable, original pressing post-punk that you can find for under $30. How many records was it now? 11 original pressing post-punk records that you should find under $30. I highly recommend these. I have more. Like I said, there's other like more obvious stuff that you could find too. In any case, I'm gonna play this Snatch track, and I'll see you next time. Streaming pretty soon, actually. I hope everyone's doing good.
Sie hören eine Sonderdurchsage der Polizei. Das Bundeskriminalamt gibt Ihnen Gelegenheit, Gespräche der an den Morden in Köln und der Entführung des Dr. Schleyer beteiligten Terroristen zu hören